And day, night after night, I've been waiting to love again, day after day. Oh, I can't get rid of this fucking cough. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with the VeVe OMI Definity DEVVE daCat update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. I'm gonna drink so much freaking alcohol because whatever's in me, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna drink alcohol and I'm gonna do other stuff, and it's gonna be a war inside my body. Remember, like in the late 2000s when Alex Jones is just like, there's a war on for your mind. Like there's a war on for control of my body. I'm like sweating. Okay. Anyway, we've got a bit to go over today. Are Elon and Johnny Depp in VeVe? Well, I mean, since Johnny Depp has this whole hide, fuck. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at this point. I haven't drank yet because I'm on freaking NyQuil and DayQuil and too much acetaminophen. But tomorrow I'm just gonna get blasted. I'm just gonna have to. I've also been taking nonstop these Ricola cough drops because sometimes it helps, but like not all the time. Okay, maybe we're getting to a place here. Okay, all right, we're getting better. Let's go to David's Instagram because he's got things. He's always got things going on. Bro, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. This is not not good. Okay, so David U reposted Johnny Depp. Oh, fuck. He reposted Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp has has his hide. Bro, somebody come fucking shoot me, please. So Johnny Depp is co-creator of the Hyde character. He is the Hyde character. We have it on VeVe. Like it's sold out. It's him. It's us. We have. I think the people that were able to get it was at San Diego Comic-Con. We could just test. We just take a look right here on VeVe, and the oligarchs are in. Let me get to the questions here first. Jamar saying first one here. What's up, Jamar? How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so there's a limited edition poster. That's what it was. Nobody's on it though. The only people that were able to get it were if you were at Comic-Con. So there's 466 editions of these. 84 were held back. Currently, there's none on the market, but obviously that's clearly Johnny Depp in there. Like that's clearly him. I had asked David. I was like, "Hey, I will give him a gold logo if he comes on the channel." And David had said that. Well, I don't want to say exactly what he said, but he said he'd pass along the message. And the message would be, yeah, I would give him a gold logo if he would come on the channel for an interview. I don't know if he got the message or if he did get the message and just like, yeah, heck all that noise. I ain't doing that. Because Johnny Depp is like, you know, one of the biggest well-known stars like in the world. Like you'd have to travel really far away to, you know, figure out like who, like find someone who does not know who he is. So I don't know if any of the young, no, that trial with Amber Heard, all the young people were on that. That was also years ago now at this point. Anyway, when Johnny Depp's holding this Hyde comic, and actually, VeVe Fambam, like, she messaged me this morning, and she messaged me like the actual thing, and she's like zooming in on it, and she's like, oh, I don't see VeVe. And I was like, yeah, the VeVe logo is not on there. because obviously it should be, since we have some of the stuff on VeVe, but it is not. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get that another time. So that's the Johnny Depp story. David posting it on his story. Does Johnny Depp actually have an account? Maybe. I don't know if he does. I don't know what he has. If he bought anything, it might have been one of. I don't know if he has anything. I can't see what. I don't know what he would buy. Maybe a Coca-Cola thing. Maybe whatever. I'm assuming though, if he doesn't have an account and he has a couple, it's probably not a lot. I don't think he sits there and just like, buys everything. Although he could, I just don't. I feel like that's not what he does during the day. But anything's possible. Now the Elon Musk thing, we'll get to there. Let me just get to some comments here. What's up, Smart Buy, Jamar? It's Roblox, Tesla. The big news. Well, again, the Elon Musk thing we'll go over. Listen, guys, the only reason why it might be Roblox is because we're supposed to have an announcement months ago, and then Roblox really got in some hot water. And then it's like, okay, well, we're supposed to have an announcement several months ago, and it was around the same time Roblox really got in hot water, and then suddenly Roblox, or the announcement wasn't done. I was like, okay, well, this is a bit of a stretch, but what if the reason there was no announcement was because it was Roblox and because they got in hot water and it wasn't a good time to announce anything? But that doesn't make sense because they announced Roblox had announced a partnership with a licensing partnership. Was it with Netflix? It was with, because again, what they do with licensors is completely different the way Fortnite does it. Fortnite goes to these different licensors and they hammer out a deal, however long it takes them. Yeah, give me Thanos, give me Luke Skywalker, give me Dragon Ball Z, give me Homer Simpson, and they do all of these things, one by one. What Roblox has said that they're doing is that they are allowing people with those licenses from these companies to just build games in their world. Now they make a little bit less money on it, but they don't have to spend nearly as much time. And again, some of the reason why Roblox is so great, Grow Your Garden or 99 Days in the Woods, whatever it is, really popular games, and people create it themselves. Like Roblox doesn't have to spend a dime on like people creating games because people do it themselves. And it's like, okay, well, what would happen if they gave the licenses or they gave the ability for people with these licenses to create these games? Again, they don't make as much money, but they get those licenses without having to do all that heavy lifting, and it's freaking beautiful. And if the game were to fail, like let's say they make a game and nobody plays it, that's not the fault of Roblox. That's the fault of the person that has a license that's making that game. And Roblox is like, oh, no, it wasn't us. We didn't fail. They had failed. So again, this is pure speculation on that. I made a video on saying it could have been, I mean, I don't know why people were guessing that, but the other ones would have been, I think, Microsoft or Blizzard, or so Minecraft. And I think Fortnite was the other one that I was speculating on. I was like, well, it could be these. And to be honest, I don't know if a licensing IP I've ever been right in like predicting, so it's probably not any of them. Wild if it'd be all three. Guys, it could be anyone in the world. I don't know what the odds are that it would be Roblox. It's probably pretty small because again, there's a lot of different there's a lot of different companies in the world, a lot of AAA licenses. The odds that it's Roblox, I feel like people want it because that would be really cool. Even if it is, I get very, I try to lower my expectations a lot. Ryu, great, like Street Fighter, great. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, great. Blackpink, great. We didn't make as much money on Blackpink because Well, one, we're not in the narrative, but two, it's just not I don't know if it'll help the token. I think people think that licenses equate to token value increase, and clearly that's just not the case. It probably will be in a bull run. So again, I think a decent reason why we had not announced the big announcement, whoever it is or whatever it is, probably because we're just when we were supposed to announce it like April, May, like literally crypto was at like its lowest all year. So it was definitely not the time. Could now be a better time? Yeah, now's a much better time. The Fed just cut rates again today. They're gonna do quantitative easing soon. Like this is a really good time. Like I was talking in the DEVVE Telegram chat today. I was like, guys, this is setting up perfectly for a big announcement. Like the timing, I don't think could be better. Obviously, if they started injecting a ton of money into the economy, and we had, I don't think the timing could be better. So I actually made a video years ago on SpaceX saying why it had the possibility to be. Mostly just because mostly just because David was wearing a hat. Guys, I don't know how long it'll be live today. I can't. I'm just gonna gargle with tequila because it kills everything. So maybe it'll fucking kill me. Yeah, SpaceX would be awesome, and I'm sure David, I'm sure David and Dan could get people to. I'm sure they could get people to get in touch with at least his team. But I don't know if it's. But I don't know if it's a. I wasn't like this all day. I think it's just because talking a lot irritates my throat. And I was live for like 6 hours yesterday. At night, in the day, I was on Spaces. I worked a bit today too. Anyway, it's set up for like everything to really pump soon. Yes, Bill Gardner, you are late. I probably should drink. But I also, again, got a lady friend coming in 2 days. And I don't want to be fat for her, so I don't want to be drinking all the alcohol, you know? What's up, VeVe Zombie? Okay. You got to ask Foster. He's got a bridge that you can use. Foster a DM. Fuck. And be like, hey, what's the bridge that I can migrate my OMI from my VeVe wallet to my Stacker wallet? and he'll get you a bridge, and it's super easy to use. Now, I had the flu last week, and had the flu, and it's just remnants of that. Again, I've been overdosing on meds like a motherfucker, and I think I've been working too much. So I might I have a stream tomorrow. I'll make I'll make it super light today, and then I'm just gonna stream with Rain tomorrow at 12 as we interview Manu Chowdhury. And then, guys, I'm gonna be gone for a few days because again, got the girl coming. But I really got to rest the throat because I don't want to be coughing all over, you know. The oligarchs are in. Okay, yeah. So, Elon, I didn't show you the video. And again, it's from David, so it's not like this is just a random crazy person's conspiracy. So David was the cause of 2 of this today.
What am I watching? Actually, right now I'm watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the TV series. Turtles in a Half Shell, Total Power. Yeah, because.
So David posted a video saying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are back in action with the same hype as day one. Requoting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle VeVe's post on them. And it would probably be I mean, like David knows, like we would speculate on this, like clearly. I got messaged this multiple times today. Like, bro, is Elon in? Again, if they wanted to, I'm sure that they could reach out to his team and they could do like a deal. And they could make money for the Boring Company, SpaceX. Well, SpaceX is going to IPO at like $1.5 trillion. You know, that's insane. Um, but the Boring Company, I don't think makes that much money. So I feel like if you need to raise money for the Boring Company, we could raise like 50K and be a nice little, yeah, sure, it'd be fun. And it'd be fun. I think he would probably find this fun. Um, I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would go to him unless that they were like super ready. Which, and I'm not saying the app is not or that they're not. Um, Again, the ability to contact him is there. They have that. Question is, did they use that yet? Maybe. Um, did they use that? And what do they try for? Do they try for Tesla? I mean, so they might even try for Tencent because Tencent owns like I think like 5 or 10% of Tesla. That's why in all these video games, because Tencent helps make like 90% of video games, there's always Teslas in them. Why? Because Tencent also owns a bunch of Tesla. So they really want to get that form of marketing. So they might not have even needed to reach out to Elon. They maybe just reach out to Tencent, and be like, hey, here's what we want to do. Digital collecting, like we are the best. Here's what we did with Aston Martin. Here's what we did with Lamborghini. Like, if there's anything like, and you could try it yourselves, but every other car company that's tried it has failed. Heck, we even sold out DeLorean Ecto One. And it was sell every single first appearance of a car, it sells out. That probably at least pique their interest. Does Elon himself actually? Is he actually in? Again, I think he would think that this would be cool, and he does. He does play video games. Um, Not that we have a video game to fucking show him. Tengeku Notsu, whatever it's called, has been in development for years, and I don't know. The odds that he's actually in probably pretty low. The odds that we could do that we could do a licensing deal for him, like I know we could. Have they done it yet? Have they reached out? And if they reached out, did he say yes or no? I don't know. I could imagine that they could be in talks. Again, why would David post this? It might just be like, oh, cool. Elon's talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We have like it could be it's probably just as simple as that. But if we're speculating, if we're trying to pontificate on this point here, I guess it's possible. I would love to see it. I I love Elon. He helped make me a lot of money back in the day. I think he's so good for humanity. Yeah, I think that we would have a. I wish the Earth had 100 more like him, or even just one more like him would super help. Anyway, Bill Carr says I'm late. Yeah, I probably should. Let me see how to. All right. Whiskey, honey, lemon juice, hot water. Okay, yeah, I could do that. What's up, zombie? How's it going? Meow meow. How do you get the OMI interview? Yeah, so you got to ask Stacker for that. Had the flu, still have it, I guess. I just went over it last 19 minutes. What's up, Rigdex? How's it going, fam? No, it was just the flu. I got tested for the Rona, and for other stuff. Have you heard of Sheep Yard? I have not. Um, I have listened in on spaces for a lot of things related to Sheeb and all that, and I know there's still some Sheeb whales out there, and they're still very powerful, but it seems to me that a lot of people that try to take the name of Sheeb when they're not actually Sheeb, and some might be like, well, here's one of the OG Sheeb whales that's helping us with it. Cool. I feel like a lot of those that influences got really diluted, and again, a lot of they might have a little community. I've never seen any of them really work out. Again, I don't know. Sheeb Yard could be completely different. It could be a culmination of a lot of different things, and they could be diversified because they have so many different leaders from so many different communities all in the yard. Like again, I don't know what it is. Again, I typically don't do meme coins unless it has a business. It could be like daCat, started off as a meme coin, get somebody in that knows what the heck they're doing, start a business. Is Sheeb Yard like that? If it is, cool. If they have a business and people like a product and they're making revenues, and the people behind it are doxxed and they're good, then good. If not, then water, my friend. I pee so much. I drink when I'm working out, I drink like a crazy 5 of these a day. 6. Not working out though, not really sweating, not really, don't really want to drink that much. Bro, that would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hysterical. Man, when his lawyer said Amber Turd, that Chad witnessed driving with VeVe. Yeah, bro, great times. Yo, what up, Kuma? I missed you, brother. Glad you're back. Hope everything's well. Market polls is 45% chance Randy about to choke on air. That is hysterical. Yeah. I could gargle with tequila, and then I don't even know if I have any Jim Beam. Okay. All right. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. Guys, DEFFINITY is just such a monster. This is the first time we'll go over here. DEFFINITY is such a monster, and I'm gonna, in the next 2 months, I'm gonna get 5% of the supply. I'm gonna run it the fudge up. I'm taking a look at the P&L right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is insane. And we're just talking 10 days into the month. This is absolutely insane. And I shouldn't want to get more because I own so much of the freaking thing, along with the company and the other company, and just a good part of the reason why I became millionaire again this year was because of DEFFINITY. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Hang on 1 second. 3 seconds. It's hysterical. Yeah, so DEFFINITY only $854 in volume today, $2.9 million market cap. It was super low. It was like a $2 million market cap weeks ago. It is insane. People are legitimately insane. They have lost their minds. Oh, we got 10 GSWBK level 98. He's going to be in that second while watching the real Randy Chavez. Let's go. He's going to be in that second group of level 100s. 2 days ago, he bought a Stephen Pugh Harley Quinn. Let's get this bread. That was me during decon. I was sick for 2. Bro, yeah. Rough times. What's up to Yayo? We posted the stream. Sheeb Yard is metaverse land sold under the Shiba Inu token. Cool. What do they do with the token? And what can you do with the metaverse? Listen, I'm not really bullish on most metaverses. Earth2 I like. Give me $10 million. I would not put anything into Decentraland or or the name of that other one. I forget what the name of that other one was. Decentraland and Sandbox. Give me $10 million. Not a single dollar would go into Decentraland or Sandbox. With 50 million? Maybe, I guess. But again, those were like the big names last year or last cycle, and I would not touch those. Now, granted, the metaverse will probably have a resurgence, and Decentraland's mana and Sandbox's sand, and the land in that metaverse, those metaverses, they're probably going to go up, like by a multiple, probably. That being said, I still wouldn't, because if I wanted to get in the metaverse, I would just do Earth2 and OMI, because yeah, VeVe, you don't like, they don't have land there for sale yet. Maybe one day they do. But I would get Earth2's token, a lot of it, and I guess more OMI. Like, I haven't seen another metaverse yet with a good amount of daily active users that makes me want to invest in it. Earth2 is about the only one. And again, like VeVe, just because, or OMI, just because it's under VeVe, and you have that metaverse narrative that you could hit, even though there's no land for sale, although there should be. Now, granted, with Shiba and Shiba Yard, if they have games on there and they have a community and they have lots of active daily users, and it's like, okay, this is interesting. Tell me about the land. Tell me about the benefits. Tell me about what people do on there, what they're allowed or not allowed to do. Because again, that could be really interesting. Right now, I would still say no, but again, I haven't seen those numbers yet. Show me those numbers, and then we might have like, oh, okay, there might be a horse of a different color. SpongeBob and Patrick are breathing air and glass. Or like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I need it. Yeah, it was $10. Hey, what's up, Omar? Crypto Gods says Big R. Yeah, what up? Haknakte says make VeVe great again. Hell yeah. It says investing into the Randyverse now. So I don't think, maybe one day we can get a daCat universe out there. And I don't know how many of you know. Look at Dashi. What's up, Dashi? Is that Dashi's going to have his own comic. It's going to be under the daCat name. It'll be a nice big brand. And one day, if we ever somehow have like a video game, like a metaverse type of game, there'll be land from all the different planets in the solar system from our universe. This is probably like 5 or 10 years away, though. So I mean, one spot might be. I am a character in there, but I'm a cat. I'm not a human. I'm a cat. So I'm like an orange cat for some freaking reason. I'm not a ginger, but that's what they made me. Lucy, Beers, Pokemon, cats, all in the Randyverse. We could have all of them. That would be great. When Walt at 100,000? My God, let's get to like $4,000 first. We'll set our goals on 5 and 10. How do they do this? So that is insane. Okay. I will take that. I will take that. Great day. Great month so far. Great month so far. Looking forward to seeing Manu tomorrow on the channel. Bitcoin is back to 91,000. Yeah, 100K for a Walt. Listen, guys, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be difficult. I don't know if that happens this cycle. 50K? Yeah, I see that. 100K is a lot. I'm not saying it can or will happen. It very well could. It's like a what, ADX? It's like $1,200 now for a Walt. It's a lot. Probably never. I don't think an MCP point will ever be $1. A penny, maybe. Because if you have 1 million MCP points, well, it's $10,000. Like, okay, that's cool. So, maybe a penny. It depends. I don't know what qualifies as being good or bad according to Santa. I mean, with like religion, or at least with Christian, Catholic, like I feel like all you got to do, like even if you're bad, ask for forgiveness, and then you're fine. Go like a confession and say a bunch of Hail Marys and stuff, and whatever. I think if I were God was judging me right now, he'd be like, "You're lucky. In the last 2 years, the worst thing to happen to you was a broken back and getting the flu recently, and having that girl break up with you in many moons ago." I was like, okay. I feel like I'm definitely very lucky. I think overall I'm probably a positive force in the universe. Okay, I take that back. I'm definitely a positive force in the universe. Now, I think part of the reason for that fact is that God made it so that I was adopted out of Peru and I was able to grow up in the US and make something of myself. Not saying that you can't make something of yourself in Peru, but to be born in a third world country and to try to make it out of there yourself, like that's very, very hard. And I just don't think I would have had the right influences. Not that I had great influences here when I was younger, but I was around enough, and it's going to sound crazy, I was around enough media and television where you have morals and lessons in those shows, in Pokemon, in Dragon Ball Z, in like video games. Like, so it's like, okay, that's enough to like kind of shape me as a person. And through that, again, was able to thankfully become a really good person. I think I'm not trying to pat myself on the back there. But for Santa, I think Santa he'd probably be a little looser on restrictions and stuff. Like, I don't think Santa cares if you have sex out of wedlock, right? Like if you have sex before marriage, I don't think Santa's going to be like too hard on that. Unfortunately, for the Catholic, Christian, a lot of religions, sex before marriage is not really considered good. But for Santa, as long as it's loving, consensual, and it's between two people that love each other, he's probably fine with it. Always honest. I probably don't take care of my body as much as I should. I've been a lot better these recent months because I took Lucy a few months ago and it told me to cut the shit and get back in shape. Like, okay. And I was on my way to that, aside from the last few weeks. Last few weeks have wrecked me in a horrible way. I would say that Santa would be like, listen, you're not on the naughty list, but not on. Keep doing what you're doing, and next year you'll be on the good list. So Ben, thanks for the question. That's a great question. I think I'll be on the good list next year. I don't think I've earned it this year. Mostly because of how I treated my body. So I think next year, as long as I take care of this loner body that the good Lord has given me, I'll probably be on Santa's good list next year. My recent intriguing conspiracy theories. Not really recent. Oh, I guess. Larry Ellison, Paramount. So we all know that Netflix tried to buy. They tried to buy WB, and the deal was supposedly done. They even put like a $5.8 billion clause in there. Like, if it doesn't happen, we give this up. Even though Paramount, I think, were to give WB a better deal, something funky was going on there. Why wouldn't WB take that deal with Paramount? The only reason I'm thinking is because Netflix did not want their news stations, like they didn't want CNN, they only wanted the stuff that they could stream, and the other stuff would have had to been spin off. And CNN is a very, very powerful, it's a very powerful weapon, because even though nobody under the age of 35 watches CNN, you have a lot of old people, you have a lot of boomers that watch it, and you can influence elections. Like, if you own the network, you can influence what happens. So depending on what Larry Ellison is, left or right, I have no idea. But for him to go and suddenly be like, yeah, we're going to take this whole freaking thing, offering $30 a share instead of $27 a share directly to shareholders. I think there's got to be another reason than just wanting Batman and Game of Thrones. Like you know what I mean? So could be something there. Might not be. Big ups to Randy and his visiting lady friend. I'm going to send that to her. Let me give the. Okay, let me. They're all rooting for us, babe. Oh my God. It's fucking amazing. What's up? Call me filthy. I don't know. I know I am Peruvian and Inca Indian. Aside from that, I have no idea. I have no idea. I know I'm those two things, and I don't know what the other, if there's anything else. What the heck have I walked in on? I love the tangents you go on. What was I talking about? Oh, it was only 3 minutes ago. It wasn't that bad, I don't think. Put me anywhere on God's green earth, I'll triple my worth, mother flappers. Jay-Z, say it. Randy, say it. Put me anywhere on God's green earth, I'll triple my worth, mother flappers. Yeah, that was a good line. All right, let's continue on here. So part of the reason that I'll be able to buy a whole bunch of Definity, I put out a video yesterday saying that I had 120,000 DEVVE tokens, which is worth nothing now because it's down a lot. But now I have 130,000 DEVVE tokens. I've been spending more than $3,000 a day the last couple days. I'm gonna have I told Rain this yesterday, and I said it in my videos. I tend to be a cowboy, and not necessarily someone that with a mindset that you would want to be, because I did something today that'll pay off in a couple days. I'll get a decent amount of money, and I'll get another 10,000 DEVVE. So by Friday, hopefully not Monday, but hopefully by Friday, I'll have 140,000 DEVVE tokens. And That's not including any other things that I can do or so. Like, anyone want Dashi? Anyone want Dashi right now? Give you a great deal. $15,000 with a guarantee that I buy Dashi back for $30,000 next year. Get that bread. Incatats go hard. I don't know if I've ever seen an Incatat. Okay. Okay. Me at 26. Yeah, I mean, minus the hair. Yeah. Yeah, that was hard. The other ones are all right. I mean, they do look cool. The tribal stuff isn't really me though, even though I am Inca Indian. Again, tribal stuff just not necessarily me. Oh my God! For a shot of NyQuil, I will. I'm gonna drink a hot toddy. Although, so whiskey, honey, lemon juice. I can get all of these. I think. I don't know if I have Jim Beam, Jim Beam though. But thank you. We love you. Bought some more DEVVE the other day. My man, my man, get that bread. Yeah. So hold on. Let me. Oh, there's actually a little bit of people here. I bet because people said that I was dying on stream, and that's probably why we got it. Everyone can smash that like button. That is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon. Smash that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Anyway, man. Yeah. So DEVVE, let's take a look at their stuff today. Day after day, night after night, I've been waiting to love again. $615,000 in volume. They're down 2% on the day now, but they were down like 12%. Early this morning, they went down to 27 cents. I was not here for it. I was sleeping. But early this morning, they were down to like 27 cents. And I would have got more there. Again, I'm up to 130,000 DEVVE tokens. Last month, I didn't think I'd get up to 100K. It's 130 now. Because stuff has changed. And I think by either Friday or Monday, I'll get up to 140 as long as certain things happen. And then if something else happens for my friend, then I can get like another 5K worth, but I don't know if that's gonna pan out. Also have somebody else that is looking to buy something from me, and it might result in me getting another 5,000 tokens. So potentially could get up to like 150 in like 2 weeks if everything goes according to plan. I don't know that it will. Probably won't, but part of the reason I've been going so hard on it and just really kind of over leveraging myself is because they're supposed to have this announcement that's going to talk about who their partner is, and the exchange partner, not like for a crypto exchange, a stock exchange partner that supposedly everybody knows who the name is. Because DEVVE has a big awareness problem. Like they don't do marketing. Why would they need to? Their exchange isn't out yet. None of what they have is like rolled out yet. So, why would you waste marketing on something that's just not ready yet? So I think when the marketing happens, and it's going to be a joint marketing campaign to prove the credibility of the exchange, and thus, of the token, this is going to be, I think we do like a minimum like 10x in the preceding weeks. It's possible that we go to $10 in like within 2 months. Hopefully within like a month or 6 weeks of the announcement. I'm assuming the announcement is happening. I mean, I've been really front loading this because the announcement can literally happen any day. Now, the announcement's probably not going to happen on a weekend. It's probably not going to happen at midnight or 4 a.m. It's probably only going to be announced if it's the U.S. stock exchange between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. That's probably the time it would be announced. And then, again, they have the joint marketing campaign. So I think it's possible that it does what VeVe and OMI did. Like, you have VeVe that they launched the platform, the VeVe app in October 2020. And what happened? The token didn't move at all. It took a couple of months, and then it went like 3000x. So I think something similar could happen with DEVVE, where they make the announcement, not much happens, and then as they market, like one person's going to be first. They're going to buy a crazy amount. Everything they buy a crazy amount. The green candles are going to go insane. Everyone's going to rush in. You can only buy the token literally from like 3 places. Uniswap for Americans, then Gate.io and MEXC. And MEXC I wouldn't count on for forever. So there's the potential for a big squeeze to go crazy is I think very big. Now, again, they're supposed to have their announcement in Q4. What are the odds that they have that announcement and the marketing campaign starts as soon as they do that? I don't know. For Q3, they did everything they wanted to get done in Q3 has been done. Some of it was in Q4. It wasn't like last week Q4. It was like first couple of days of Q4 and it was done. Do they deliver on time? I have no doubt that they will deliver. They will 100% deliver. But do they deliver in the time frame that everybody wants and expects? I don't know. That being said, again, they could announce tomorrow who that exchange partner is, and the light that is going to be shown on it will probably 10x the amount of people that's in it, because everyone's going to be talking about like real world assets, tokenization of real world assets and stock exchanges is going to be worth tens of trillions of dollars. And DEVVE's like the only blockchain that has the patented technology to be able to handle everything. So yeah, give me $10 million right now. As much of it as I could would go into DEVVE. I'd talk to Tom and buy part of the company as well. I'd be like, Tom, I don't care what the rate is. I don't care what the value at, like deal me in. Give me $5 million. And does he take it? I don't know. Like if it's valued over here, but I pay this valuation for it, probably be fine. Fine. But yeah, I would put. So see, the thing is, like, to put $1 million into DEVVE right now, it would be pretty difficult. I probably wouldn't be able to, because again, it's hard. So there's not a lot of liquidity. So we'd have to try to find people to buy off, and I'd have to say like, oh, hey, you got it's worth 32 cents. I'll give you 35 cents, for yourself. Like value it at that. Heck, I'd pay 40. So Charles, why would you do that? Because the market cap is so low, and it's going to go well above 40 cents anyway, in my opinion. So yeah, that could be amazing. I will ask. I gotta text my bae something here real quick. She's gonna have a bunch of messages here. Okay, let's get this vacation bread. So yeah, that's why I would. Also, the VeVe app will go down for an hour tonight, from 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6:30. So just letting y'all know. Anyway, this is why I'm so pumped on DEVVE, because whatever I have now, I think at least does a 10x and possibly like a 30x within 2 months. So I have no problem taking out debt, where I could at least, I know I could pay that debt for the next couple months at least, and then this way. And the reason why I had this big thing that was supposed to happen with a company that I partially own, and it just they put it on the back burner. I was like, no, my my big money. I would have put like another 30K into DEVVE. Can't do it now, but we'll see. Also did something today that will pay off in a couple days. Swimming. Were you raised by a black family? No. I was raised by I think based on my music taste, should be like, dude, Avril Lavigne, Cascada. Now granted, spend a lot of time around black people. Some of them are best friends. There's some white songs that every black person I know gets down to, and Cascada is one of them. Like every time we touch, every black person that I know fucks with that song. They're like, yeah. And again, there's a couple of them, couple of songs that I know a lot of black people get down to. But no, I was not. I had the I had the white folk, as surrounding me for many years. We'll totally get the NyQuil. I drank an entire bottle of Robitussin last time. I was saying, yeah, you saw the Hat Man, didn't you? Didn't you? Bet you did. Bet you did. Friend who was raised by a black family to be able to tell. Why couldn't I have been like? I like hot sauce. I like spices. I like spices on my food. Like there was a meme of Kamala Harris, where they were. I don't know what race she is, but she was putting like hot sauce like on her salmon, chicken, salad. I don't know, whatever it was, and there was like a picture of it, and the meme was like, "This is how I know she's black." She putting the hot sauce on, and I was like, yeah. I like old school rap. Listen, I hate that mumble shit. That mumble rap has got to go. It is trash. Again, that's my opinion. It's all art, and everyone else can have their opinion, even if they're all completely wrong. But yeah, like, and I don't want to say old school rap from like 80s, 90s, although some of that stuff is really good too. Eminem, 50, Jay-Z, and yeah, NWA is good too. Like I really started not liking rap in like 2010, maybe. I mean, yeah. Anyway, there's more music that blacks claim aside from rap, but anyway, favorite food is Taco Bell. You don't like spices. Whoa. Just because I love Taco Bell and the fact that Taco Bell is good for your soul does not mean that I don't like spices. I will show you my fridge right now. I'll show you my spice cabinet right now. In fact, that I will not stand for this. You hang the heck on right there. All right. We're going to talk about, we did Definity a little bit. Manu will be on tomorrow at 12. He'll be on at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will make the link for that probably just after midnight. My body. Ralphie. Okay. I do not want to hear that I do not like spices. Get the fudge out of here. I do not want to hear that I don't like spiciness on my, this is unopened, but how, how hecking dare you? I feel like Greta Thunberg, like, how dare you? Everyone, look, even my dog is black. Say hello, Ralphie. Hello, Ralphie. Cute. Yeah. Well, this was on my eggs before. Don't fight me. Okay. I'll be right back, Ralphie. Another half hour. Oh, gosh. I still haven't gone over the news yet. Okay. My body. Okay. That was a little detour. Casa de Chavez. Gonna go this way. Back now. Ooh. Okay. There you go. Okay. Forward. I do love white girls. Yeah. I've mostly only dated white girls. I dated one Latina chick once, and never again. I dated one Latina chick once, and never again. Dated two black girls. They were cool. They were cool. I haven't been in a relationship with an Asian, but I have known a few of them biblically. Very nice girls. Good times. Anyway, yeah, white girls are awesome. I mostly only date white girls. 69 is when Rap jumped the shark. Oh, daCat. Yeah, I mean, it might have jumped the shark before him. Also, 69 is not like, he's just such a snitch, bro. I don't respect him. Don't show me Mrs. Dash. Yeah, bro. Talk about is good. Thank you, Rigdex. I'm dying. VeVe Zombies laughing. I have sea salt. It's not seasoning salt. It is sea salt. I don't really use a lot of the salt though. I use a lot of pepper. I think the other things that I don't know if you saw there or not. Turmeric I like. Some barbecue rub, but what are the things? Oh, God, I forget the name of it. Paprika's good, but there's I don't know. I don't think ginger really counts. Honestly, I use a lot, just really pepper, garlic, onion, and paprika. Like again, there's other stuff up there. Not really mine though. And the salt again, I don't like too much salt. So a lot of the stuff that has salt in it already is fine. I do have sea salt there for on occasion. I don't have a Twitter space. I have a thing with Manu at 12 p.m. My voice is like gone. Okay, Franks. Oh damn, you got Black Hot. Bro, Franks is so good. Franks I like Tabasco. Tabasco, I'd probably prefer it, but yeah, Franks is yeah. That's all he needed to see. Yeah, I don't like Takashi 69. I don't respect him at all. He said even my dog is black. Yeah, he's my little black puggo. I love that. I love that little man. He's a little handsome man. All right. Anyway, I will let you know. Not for you, Steve. Oh, good times. Okay. All right. Let's get to OMI. Because OMI was down a bit today, and we got to take a look at it. So OMI actually only down 5%, but be advised, we were down to like 1.7. We were down 0.0017. It says 1.8 over here, but I do know we did wick down to 1.7. Where are we here? Yeah. Yep. See that? That was a wick like an hour ago. Like it was pretty quick. Then it came right back up. Get some Lowry seasoning salt. It's like Frank's. Pushing up. I'm gonna take a picture of that because if it's good, I'll have to owe you a Christmas present there. Yes, for Definity, it's on YouTube tomorrow. And X, YouTube and X, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's take a look at OMI's volume on the day. I can't, don't want to cough anymore. 1.87 million in volume. Let's see. It's not giving me the. Okay, it was not giving me the where it was coming from. Deepcoin had 700K in volume. Take that away, 1.1 million in volume. And the 1.1 million in volume is fine, I guess. Obviously, this is something that I will get a ton of. So be advised, my network, me and 3 others in my network, when DEVVE hits, we're going to get 1 billion OMI each. Like, when DEVVE hit, now, I might have to, one second. I might have to wait, and they might get it earlier because they're not going to wait for it to go to $10 before they sell. Like some of them are in DEVVE for a quick flip, and once DEVVE goes to like $3, right? Like 10x, like because they have a lot more money than me, so they'll get a good amount. But be advised, as DEVVE goes up, there's going to be about another 4 billion OMI that just 4 of us are cumulatively get. Now, granted, we all have a couple. I mean, 2 of them have more OMI than me. One of them might have the same amount, might have like 300 million each. But 2 of them have more than me, and we're all going to get at least. Again, my goal is 2 billion. This is provided that OMI does not really run in the next 6 weeks, and it's been going down for 4.5 years. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. 3.5, not yet 4 years. I think we'll be fine, but crypto, like, again, David teased sharing the big announcement before the end of the year. Does that big announcement help OMI? I don't know, man. All the big announcements have had technically a net negative effect. I wouldn't say that. I would say that just the announcement happens, and because of other factors, OMI still goes down. But now the market is turning really bullish. I don't know. Again, I don't think OMI needs the narrative to do like a 4x. To do like 100x, yeah, they're going to need that narrative. But 4x, 6x, go up to 001s again. I don't think it needs the narrative for that. So again, going down here and buy. We are, by the 4 of ourselves, we'll probably raise it up to like 0005 by ourselves. Because and I'm not saying that we're going to like TWAP it or anything, but just whenever we can, we're just going to buy as much as we can. The problem is there's just no liquidity. I'd have to go to like other whales, like, hey, is anyone selling? Let me try to get more. So we'll see. Not even close. Also, be advised, do not put your OMI on Stacker if you're looking to sell in large quantities. Put enough on Stacker so that you get the MCP points, but Stacker will not let you sell any more than 5 million OMI at a time, because it doesn't want you to sell more than $1,000 worth at a time. So if you want to sell in large quantities, do not put it on Stacker. They might change that in the future, but like right now, if you're like, yeah, I have like 500 million OMI on Stacker, and I'll sell 100 million at this point. Okay, good fucking luck with that, because as of right now, they don't let you sell more than $1,000 worth at a time. So go. Again, I have well over 200 million OMI on Stacker. I'm not going to sell in any meaningful quantities. So again, I have probably 250 plus million OMI on Stacker, and again, I'm comfortable with not selling it. Not right now. At some point, way down the line, I'll sell it, but I'll have to transfer it. You'll have to and again, yeah, I just want y'all to be aware of that. David said a big announcement will come for the end of the year. He mentioned it on Bill and Zombie's Metaverse adventure, that the announcement could come before the end of the year. And busy, obviously missed that. Yeah, that was like a 2-hour podcast, but I think he was only on for maybe like 45 minutes. Anyway, let me get to some of the rest of the news here. Riding on a crash jump on. Sega CFTC launches digital assets pilot, allowing Bitcoin, Ether, and USDC as collateral. Binance remains the dominant cryptocurrency exchange, holding a significant market share in global Bitcoin trading. Crypto exchange Hashkey seeks up to 215 million from Hong Kong IPO. We went over Paramount. We had a Christmas party in 2009. It might have been 2010. I think this was 2000. Oh, it might have been 09. I don't know, but look at that mean mug. I don't like pictures. Bro hoof. Okay. We're gonna have to go back for that. Bitwise CIO Matt Hogan says the crypto index funds are going to be a big deal in 2026 as the market gets more complex and use case multiplies. XRP spot ETFs have just bought $38.04 million worth of XRP on the 9th, early on the 9th. Danny Phantom X Fortnite. Didn't know that was a thing. Danny Phantom on Fortnite. Stacker was under maintenance the other day. Earth2 Alpha Test Group expanded once again. As of the other day, in addition to NDA testers, large portfolios can also participate in the alpha test, and the download button has been activated. Earth2 IO, one-to-one geolocation, #metaverse. PNC launches Bitcoin trading with Coinbase for wealthy clients. Same thing as JP Morgan Chase did many moons ago. Thoughts on the Superman Spider-Man crossover coming March 25th? Epic. Love that. I remember they did a crossover years ago between Superman and Spider-Man, and Stan Lee said that he had Spider-Man win that one. I don't know really what the story was. The crossover would be really cool. Two of the most popular superheroes ever. Having a crossover, I think, is really cool. I want to see what they say about each other. Yeah, whose world? Who goes into whose world? I love those characters. I can't wait to see what they do, what they say. Debbie says tokenizing billions means nothing without completing trillions. When assets go on chain, settlement becomes a real problem. Because the market they're entering still sits on infrastructure with multi-day exposure windows, DEVVE network eliminates those windows entirely. Real-time finality, regulator-grade audit trails, and liquidity that isn't trapped in T+1 pipelines. Michael Saylor says the following U.S. banks are now issuing credit against Bitcoin: Citi, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, BNY Mellon, Charles Schwab, and Bank of America. Let's go. Jim Lee did a cover. Hope VeVe gets this comic. That'd be great if VeVe can get this comic. Also, Jim Lee, I think he's cool. A lot of people don't like him because of the failed like back cowl thing, or candy thing, whatever it was, but I still like him. Michael Thaler says JP Morgan, Citi, Wells Fargo, Charles Schwab, and okay, I just read that. Ash Crypto says ultra bullish for Bitcoin as now you can access your money without selling. 410 billion PNC bank partners with Coinbase to offer direct Bitcoin trading for clients. The first bank to market such an offering among major U.S. banks. I think, again, JP Morgan did it years ago. Lindsay Sterling has an announcement, an amazing community of fans for one-of-a-kind adventure at sea, sailing to Cozumel in 2027. January 29th to February 2nd, 2027, Miami to Cozumel, Mexico. I will probably go because I love her and I love cruises. So, yeah. Let me see something real quick for the equities. U.S. equities, tokenization structures and trading options, direct issuance, digital receipt, derivatives. If that really matters. Video conference invitation. I don't think I need to. Well, NASDAQ was there, so that was nice. Anyway, DEVVE, where $145 trillion in real-world assets come alive. Imagine this. You own a slice of a factory in Germany, a vault of gold in Switzerland, or an office tower in New York, and it just takes 0.4 seconds to transfer ownership, settle payment, and receive funds. Instant finality, no T+1, no counterparty risk, no waiting for the bank to confirm. That's DEVVE, the layer 1 built to fully bridge TradFi and DeFi, instant 100% deterministic settlement, native audit trail, regulator ready out of the box, unlimited transactions per second, near zero fees, DEVVE as the native token, gas, collateral, and the fuel for upcoming billion-dollar RWA lending markets. While other chains are still trying to go a little faster, DEVVE's already built the financial superhighway for the entire real-world tokenization, the entire real world. Tokenization is no longer the future. With DEVVE, it starts right now. DEVVE, a real world settlement. Let's do hi there, hey. Hey, have they announced how OMI will be integrated into Collect? He might have talked about it. Dr. Prophet's given a lot of interviews. I trust him enough where I don't need to watch it. If they give the option to use other cryptos like ETH to buy collectibles, it'd be good for the NFTs, but what effect would it have on OMI? Well, again, Stacker is different than the OMI, or I'm sorry, the Collect chain is really just where it's on. Nothing else really changes. Like nobody's going to know the difference between now and 2 months from now when everything's on there. Maybe the way that you would know the difference is that right now when something delists or lists on Stacker, it takes like 30 seconds. Maybe then it won't, because I can do 10,000 transactions per second. Please crypto, say raw. What up, Bleaves? How's it going, fam? Yeah, man. Hope you're doing well. I was just talking about DEVVE. Great times. Also, Kathy Wood says that the Bitcoin bottom may be in, so maybe we go a little higher. I don't know if anyone's collected this bounty yet, but there was a $1,500 bounty on the Spider-Woman mint number 1977. That was Marvel Spotlight number 32. Its first appearance of Spider-Woman. That represents the year the comic was published. I got an ultra rare. I bought it for $10. Thought it was cool because they didn't have a ton of. Let's go to VeVe and see their. Let's go to VeVe and see how many of them were sold. What is going on, VeVe? Why did something go wrong? Why is there a cat? You continue to receive this error. Please try again later. Okay. Marvel Spotlight, number 32. 1183. So not a lot of these. Made about $8,200. So there's 3,000 editions total. I don't think any of these were the mint number 1977. If it was, cool. Let me see if there's any. Oh, X-Men number 130 for Spirits of Dazzler. Okay, Spider-Woman. The common is $3. The uncommon's $1.46. The rare is $3, bro. The rare is the same price as the common. All right. Ultra rare is $11 and the secret rare is $66. I do not see anyone that is minted the number 1977 or rar. Remember like 20 years ago when we were all like emo and we would say like rar means I love you in dinosaur? Good times. When's the comic show, Bleeves? The comic show will be in January. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks from today. We don't know. Not even the writers know. Maybe they do. They haven't communicated that to me yet. Have you watched the Collect AMAs? Can you give a quick wrap up of the most awesome things it'll bring to VeVe? You know, just interoperability. Like the fact that Marvel and Disney and every license in the world can choose to, and what VeVe did was great. They could say like, as long as a licensor says yes, you'll be able to put them in your MetaMask. You'll be able to do X, Y, and Z with them. So it puts the blame on the licensor if the licensor says no. If the licensor says no, suddenly it's not VeVe's fault that they're not interoperable. It's the licensor's fault. VeVe's like, we have the opportunity for them to do it. They're just not doing it, and then the NFTs will suffer. So also with this, I think this will have a double pow, double whammy, power up punch, whatever you want to call it. Because now that the NFTs are interoperable and basically Dr. Prophet or Dr. Collect owns the chain that it's going to be on, how many gaming tokens are on Immutable X and assets are on Immutable X that are only on there because the speed is like okay, you know, zero carbon, whatever, but they can't guarantee the royalties. Nobody can. So the fact that you know, VeVe is like the first one on board, the first client, we get special treatment, and I think all of the other clients on Immutable X, all the other licenses with gaming assets on other blockchains where you can't guarantee the you know, the royalty, some of them are going to go to Collect, and suddenly we're shoulder to shoulder with all these big gaming NFTs and all that. So this is really exciting, and I can't wait to see how all of the other licenses that haven't gotten into Web3 yet, I can't wait to see what they do. And I think this brings a lot more people into Web3, and I think all roads lead to VeVe. So you bring them on something, you help them out, solve a problem of theirs that has nothing to do with VeVe, but find out, oh, this guy helped us with this. What else does this guy do? Obviously, he's one of the biggest holders of OMI and VeVe. That's what I think he does. Yeah. 20 years ago, I was in kindergarten. Well, you're a little young. I don't remember how RAR, meaning I love you, lol. Yeah, it was just like an emo thing, you know, in like middle school, high school, 20 years ago, where just like RAR means I love you in dinosaur. That was just a thing that was said. God, being a teenager in the 2000s was great. That was great. A lot of good times. Anyway, let's continue on with the who dis? Oh, thank you for liking my video. I'm gonna go to Japan in 2026, probably with the Bae. I'm gonna take her everywhere. Unfortunately, her first trip with me. Oh shit! Her first trip with me is gonna be in Ohio, so not really much of a vacation. Although it'll be a nice vacation for her. But the next time we do something, it'll be in either South Carolina or Florida, somewhere a little bit warmer. Provided crypto holds up, do something January, February, but definitely want to go to Japan. She's not like a nerd like me, but she likes some nerdy stuff. I don't want to say too much about her just yet. Not yet. Maybe you'll hear her voice. Maybe you'll see her give a peace sign on one of my streams. Here is what Leonardo looks like. Pretty much the same as Michelangelo. Fuck. But oh yeah, you need a hot toddy. Bitcoin pumped $3,000 from 90K to 93K and liquidated $140 million worth of shorts yesterday. Actually, $155 million worth of shorts were liquidated in 60 minutes. Ethereum whale has now increased his ETH long position to 274.5 million. He's now sitting on 22.8 million in unrealized profit as of yesterday. $1,500 bounty on ordained #1, mint number 2025, represents the year the comic was published. It dropped today. Let's see how it did. Oh, my back. Collectibles. Oh god, I'm dying. Where the heck? Okay, ordained. Okay, that is not on here. That is on the. That is going to be on the comics. Okay, so they 1,500. They probably didn't have that many. Oh, the secret rare looks really cool. Ultra rare looks good, but again, same thing. The rare is less than $3. Interesting. Okay. Just telling you all about the bounties. Where's this? Okay. 21 Capital CEO Jack Mallers says that we are going to buy as much Bitcoin as we possibly can. Let's go. I love this game. U.S. National Bank regulator says banks can act as crypto intermediaries. Huzzah. Star Wars excited to announce that they are working with 036 Studios and CCG Lab to develop a brand new digital collectible card game where players can battle across the Star Wars galaxy. Hoping to cash in on a little bit of what Pokemon did with TCG Pocket. TCG games are very hard to make. I'm not confident on this. I'm thankful that VeVe did not get to do this because TCGs are very hard to make. What we got here? Sorry, I'm a little late here. Is Collect another place to... No, Collect is just the chain. It's just the chain that it's on. Everything's still going to be on Stacker and VeVe, and Collect is... Yeah, it's integrated. Nobody's going to know. I mean, they'll know because I'll announce it. But they're... So already some of the stuff is on Collect chain. Like already, I think millions of the collectibles are already on the Collect chain. But again, like nobody knows. Because you don't see it because it's done in the background. But no, not a silly question at all. You good? You good? SpaceX plans to go public at $1.5 trillion valuation 2026, the largest IPO in history. $150 million, $150 billion added to the crypto market yesterday. Okay. Also, sometimes if you want to swap on Stacker, it just straight up won't let you. Like it's just straight up, oh, I want to swap $900 worth of stuff. Here's $485 worth of other stuff. Well, I'm not doing that. Progress. So there are people that have finished the quest. I don't know what they're going to get on the quest, but the AR challenge on VeVe, but they've completed it. The number 85 Todd sold for 74 million OMI, which sounds insane. $14,000. Sub 100, and did really well. We've got Dr. Bat Cow says, I don't think Candy Digital is accepting and processing withdrawal payments anymore because nobody can seem to cash out. And I think they pretty much fired all their employees. So good luck getting that back. Gas fees, okay. Thanks, VeVe, for showing me, Greg Wyke, and is that Mr. Slimy? And then obviously Alcon. In your most recent video, thanks, VeVe. Thanks for having us get that bread. Thanks for Greg Wyke, obviously. Oh, there's Spencer there. Very nice. Yeah, very nice shot, VeVe. Thank you. Yep, elite clients. Fidelity and Grayscale have bought another $250 million worth of Bitcoin. Was loading up. BlackRock and other ETFs bought another $175 million worth of Ethereum. Amazon is going to invest $35 billion in India and create 1 million jobs by 2030. Vivek Ramaswamy, Strive, just started a $500 million stock offering to buy more Bitcoin. That's hysterical. And that's going to be it for me for the day. Everybody, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. When OMI goes, or when DEVVE goes crazy, I'm going to buy so much OMI. I'm going to buy so much of everything. Now watch DEVVE go back down to like 25 cents and just absolutely wreck my just recent buys. You know, we'll see. All right. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Class dismissed.